Hey, budget boss besties. It is Amber from Jamber's Creation filming another budget planning by Paycheck. So excited. Love my stickers. I finally got February put in here. Really love this. So I will link in the description below where I've gotten these stickers. It's Life by Envelopes on Etsy. Loving them, absolutely loving them, making a big difference. So we will do our first budget by Paycheck for February, which is so exciting. So I do want to share with you guys something that I found to be kind of a game changer for me. Because what I used to do is I used to wait to fill in my expense trackers when I came to budget, and then I found that was a little overwhelming, and then I'm always putting it off, saying, hey, later, I'll fill that in later. But it just got to the point where I'm like, no, you know what, it's okay, I have it already recorded in my phone app, so I don't really need to do it. And then that's where the accountability stops, right? So I'm not writing it down, I'm not forcing myself to write it down, which means I'm not being accountable, I'm not thinking about it. It's so easy to get back into bad habits that way. But let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, we need to, no, I think we're fine. Let me see what, oh, no way, oh my goodness, no way. So we will stay there. That looks good. Bring my calculator in. Hopefully you guys can see that. If not, we'll scoot it over a little bit. Have to have it at the angle, guys. So let's see. So let's start with our paycheck. So Jay's paycheck. Filming this on a Sunday. So my my schedule has gone completely sideways. I recorded a video last week where I was going through some savings challenges. I was stuffing my envelopes, and for whatever reason, I was not able to get that off my phone onto how I edit my videos. So I was just taking that as a sign that it just did not need to be posted. So we're gonna try it again this week to see how it goes. But Jay's paycheck actual was $1,128.90. And then my paycheck, which is very steady, $944.46. Which brings the total to $2,073.36. I apologize if you can hear snow being shoveled outside. I live in Ohio, so we randomly get snow that needs to be shoveled, and that kind of happened last night. So my son's outside shoveling snow, which is fantastic, right? So what is getting paid out of this paycheck? So we are going to be paying our electric, which I budget for about $200. I don't think it'll be that much. Then Shopify. So for those of you that don't know, I have another side company where I create t-shirts and I do a lot of vending events. So I'm creating it. I have a website of t-shirts, but mostly I do a lot of my sales at vending events. So we have to pay for that, which is $150 for the month. And then we're going to be paying our water bill. Thank goodness, because everybody needs a shower, which is $120. And then lastly, paying for my husband's vehicle, his Blazer, which is going to be about $600. I always pay a little bit more on that. I kind of round up to the closest 100 just to try to pay it off faster, because I think it's like 570 something. So I'm just always paying 600. It's easier for me to calculate, because guess what? There's a reason why I don't do my own taxes, right? All right, so the total budgeted should be 1,070. All right, let's see where we're at here then. What do we have left over? So 2,073 minus 1,070. Looks like we have $1,003 left over. $1,003. Let's bring this down here. So I have to tell you a funny story. It's not really funny. There was a lot of kind of drama going on in my small community because a person retired from the high school. It was a secretary that worked at the high school for a very long time, and she retired. So they sent her off in style, right? So they had a police escort, they had like fire trucks, all of these things showed up on her last day with, of course, their sirens going and, such a huge presence. But they forgot to tell all of the parents that this was going on. So they stopped to start picking up kids and stuff. And all of a sudden there's like this big police presence at the high school. And nobody knew why they were there. So there's sirens going off. There were, the lights going on and off, and everybody was panicking. And, it's such a sad world that we live in, completely sad world that we live in, that we need a heads up of something like that, right? Because of all of the grossness that has happened in society. All right, so what do our variable expenses look like? So food, usually we do 250, but my husband needs to replenish some of his alcohol. He got this really cool thing for Christmas. I got him where I don't know, it's like a Keurig, but you use alcoholic drinks. So it comes with these little pads that will mix the drink for you. And then you just fill up the tubes with the types of alcohol, and you push the button and it reads something. I don't know, it's really cool. But now he needs alcohol to replace that. So we figured that would be about $35 to do that. So we're going to add that into our budget for the food budget, because normally we incorporate it, but no, we're adding it this time. So we're going up to $285 for our food budget. And the gas, of course, is going to stay the same at $100. That has been working really well for us. So that means we are at a total of $385 instead of $350. All right. So minus $385, it leaves us $618 left over for this paycheck. Now let's get into savings here. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. Good. We have a trip coming up, so this is going to look a little bit different than what you're used to seeing. So I have sinking funds that I have to fill in. And we have a sinking fund, which is vacation. And I have 2 weekends in a row that we are going to be out of town. And it's really, remember I told you that t-shirt company, it's really doing one of those events where we're vending. So it's 2 weekends in a row. So I want to kind of stuff that a little bit more than what I need to. And then of course our allowance to prevent us really from going off the rails every week and just spending on our debit card. And then I'm almost ashamed of this, but this is proof to me why I see the need to have a miscellaneous. You never know when expenses are going to come off. So I actually had to break into some of my sinking funds and not use them to what I started saving for. So my plan is to pay that back for this paycheck, because yes, and then March I'm gonna start looking to start stuffing in miscellaneous, so that we can just be prepared for all that oddness that happens. So I'm gonna put payback here so that I can pay back some of those sinking funds that I stole money from. So my sinking funds, I am going to be doing $443. Remember, I'm adding a lot of money to our vacation and car maintenance, right? So we're going to get the car service before. And then the allowance, of course, is $40, like every week. And then the payback, not terrible, like I'm not really ashamed of this, but $135 is what I have to pay back. So if I plan this correctly, this should equal 618, bringing me to a zero budget paycheck. So let's do 618 minus 443 minus 40 and minus the 135. Yay, we did it. 0, 0. All right, well, that is all that I have for this week. Thank you so much for keeping me accountable again, ladies. I really do appreciate all of the support, all of the comments, all of the views, all the encouragement that I'm getting. And I appreciate you guys so much. So this is Amber signing off, and we will see you next week. Bye.